The naval Battle of Lagos between Britain and France took place over 2 days, on 18 and 19 August 1759, during the 7 Years' War off the coasts of Spain and Portugal, and is named after Lagos, Portugal. For the British, it was part of the Annus Mirabilis of 1759. Background: the ministers of King Louis XV of France drew up plans to invade Britain in 1759. During the 7 Years' War, an army had been collected at Vannes, in the southeast of Brittany, and transports had been brought together in the landlocked waters of the Morbihan, which are connected with Quiberon Bay. The scheme of the French ministers was to combine 21 ships of the line lying at Brest under the command of de Conflans, with 12 which were to be brought round from Toulon by de la Clue. The army was then to be carried to some point on the coast of England or Scotland by the united squadrons. The task of blockading de la Clue at Toulon was given to Admiral Edward Boscawen, who had with him 14 sail of the line. Boscawen reached his station on 16 May 1759. At the beginning of July, want of stores and water, together with the injury inflicted on some of his vessels by a French battery, compelled him to go to Gibraltar to provision and refit. He reached the port on 4 August. On 5 August de la Clue left Toulon, and on 17 August passed the Straits of Gibraltar, where he was sighted by the lookout ships of Boscawen. Battle: the British fleet hurried out to sea, and pursued in 2 divisions, separated by a distance of some miles owing to the haste with which they left port. Knowing the British have spotted his fleet, during the night of 17-18 August, de la Clue decided not to sail to the original rendezvous point, the nearby Spanish port of Cadiz, where he feared his fleet would be blockaded, but instead to head for the open ocean. His flagship changed course, hoping the rest of the fleet would follow, but in fact only 7 ships of the line did so. The remaining 8 ships continued to steer for Cadiz, either because they did not see the leader's course change in the dark, or because their captains wanted to find safety in the nearest friendly port. In the morning, de la Clue found he had only 7 ships of the line with him, but was confident the rest would soon rejoin him, and so stopped to wait for them. Soon after, his lookouts saw 8 ships on the horizon, which matched the numbers of the missing portion of his fleet. Only when the ships approached closer and the rest of the British fleet appeared on the horizon, did the French realize they were being pursued by a superior British force, and turned to flee. To maintain cohesion, the 7 French ships had to sail at the speed of the slowest ship in their grouping, the Sovereign, and they were gradually overhauled by the faster British ships in the afternoon of 18 August. 1. The 74-gun Centaur was captured after a very gallant resistance, in which the British flagship Namur was severely damaged. Boscawen transferred to Newark. During the night of 18-19 August, 2 of the French ships altered course to the west, and escaped. The remaining 4 fled to the north, and into Portuguese waters near Lagos, where Océan de la Clue's flagship and Redoutable were driven ashore and destroyed, while Téméraire and Modeste were captured. Aftermath: de la Clue was seriously wounded, and carried ashore in Portugal. The 5 ships in Cadiz were blockaded by Boscawen's second-in-command, Admiral Broderick. Although the defeat of the French squadron ruined an integral part of their scheme to invade the British Isles, the French decided to persevere with their attack. The scheme was finally put to rest in November after the French naval defeat at the Battle of Quiberon Bay. After refitting, several of Boscawen's victorious Mediterranean ships were sent to join Admiral Hawke's fleet off Ushant, and 5 were with Hawke when he destroyed the Brest fleet at Quiberon Bay. A young slave named Lord Orequiano, who would eventually become a prominent abolitionist in England, participated in the engagement on the English side. He included an account of the battle in his autobiography, The Interesting Narrative of the Life of Lord Orequiano. Order of battle. Ships involved. Britain Namur 90, Prince 90, Newark 80, Warspite 74, Culloden 74, Conqueror 70, Swiftsure 70, Edgar 64, St. Albans 64, Intrepid 60, America 60, Princess Louisa 60, Jersey 60, Guernsey 50, Portland 50. There were also 14 other smaller British ships present, the 40-gun Ambuscade and Rainbow, the 36-gun Shannon inactive, the 32-gun Thetis, 5 24-gun 6th-rate Slime, Gibraltar, Glasgow, Sheerness and Tartars Prize, 2 16-gun sloops Favourite and Grammont in 2 8-gun fire ships Etna and Salamander, France O.C. Acute AN 80 aground and burnt August 19, Tamer S 74 captured August 19, Mode 64 captured August 19, Redoubtable 74 aground and burnt August 19, Souverain 74 escaped, Guerrier 74 escaped, Centaur 74 captured August 18. Ships which did not take part in the battle, having separated at night and subsequently sailed the Cadiz: Triton 64, Lion 64, Fantisk 64, Fear 50, Oriflammer 50 frigates,